The trailer for the Gaslight District, Glitch's newest show, just came out, and usually I just react to trailers, but with this being a pilot, I'm gonna do a little more, going through the whole trailer and analyzing it front to back. The trailer starts out with Glitch's logo swapping through each of the main characters, Ken the Butcher, Breadhead, Mud, and Melancholy Hill, who are part of the gang known as the Smiling Dead. We then transition to these skull guys whispering to each other, though it's impossible to tell what they're saying. These seem to be other residents of the island they're staying on, as there's also this group of fly people. We get some flash of a brain with text that reads, fill our parents' cars with bees. Not sure what that means, but hey, it's something, right? Someone on my Discord found the codes for translating it, so if it's wrong, blame them. Next, we see the group members, some sort of egg, and an underwater city. Usually I just move past this, however the Gaslight District has a website up that lets you use codes for some information on the show, link to the video I made on that here, and while we don't know exactly what they mean, the brain image that flashed on screen is right here where we can see it more clearly, and one of the codes is called Born from the Egg. So yeah, these are important. Judging by how the website is called the prophecy.page, I'd wager it has something to do with a prophecy the show's plot is based around. We then see this eye thing, something also on the website, seemingly some sort of monument with text that we can decipher through this code we used before. It reads, and this is a long one, get ready, the body of he who bears the mark of the hand shall suffer injury, shall feel pain, shall witness death, but is forever tethered to the soul. Upon injury, the body will persist bolstered by the mark and will forever repair itself, but never to completion. Upon death, the seal will awaken and bind the soul to the body once more. The body of he who bears the mark of the hand will become a tomb for his soul evermore and evermore. Thank you to Nfix for that code, as well as users Lakeanick and Alice197 on the Gaslight District subreddit for the code for deciphering it and what the text actually means. It seems this text is describing what happens to people who get trapped in the Gaslight District, judging by how pretty much everyone has like half of their face messed up. If you're wondering what the hand is, I'd imagine that symbol in the background right there is what it is. Fly head man, breadhead eating a car, and stop, crow angels. Not exactly sure what these are, but based on the undead theming of, well, every character, to be honest, is not far-fetched to assume these crows are something keeping them bound to the island, or at least some sort of antagonistic figure. Even more likely an angel. Mud, crow again, and stop again. Ken the Butcher shows us through the reflection of his knife this guy. It's some man in armor, however if you look closely at the shape of the head, there seems to be a beak right there. So again, it seems this is some sort of knight or armored figure that goes against the main cast, likely with these crow things. We see who I think is Ken talking to this undead guy. Then we see what seems to be Ken's butcher shop, where the main characters all have their gang meetings, judging by how Melancholy is inside of it. Melancholy asks this dad character what they do now, to which they reply to stick by their side and follow their lead. Now, by that line alone, we can tell who's speaking. It's Ken, who, according to the wiki, is the leader of the group, and seemingly either the father of Melancholy, or more likely the adoptive father, as we see this paper on a wall, seemingly from Melancholy asking where she comes from. Next to it, we see a clue that brings the whole thing together. This is the prophecy. There's a human born from an egg of an angel every 10,000 years, and this human can destroy the Gaslight District. This pretty much confirms this egg from earlier is from an angel, and that these crow characters from earlier are indeed angels, cause you know, birds lay eggs. Then it says to destroy it with the utmost prejudice, probably talking about the egg, cause whoever wrote this article I'd imagine doesn't want their place being destroyed, and it seems to me, based on what we'll see later, this could have been written by an angel. However, judging from the Smiling Dead having it, the gang probably want the Gaslight District being destroyed, cause then we cut to a car chase and Melancholy rolling down the stairs clutching the egg. We then see Ken throw his knife at the armored figure from before, confirming they are antagonistic. Lots of guns and violence, and Melancholy crushing the halo of the Angel Crows, once again hammering in these angels are the bad guys, and that this is what they want, the egg to be destroyed. Violence, violence, violence. Well, there's a lot of violence in this show, huh? We see the word lie, possibly talking about the prophecy. It's impossible to tell, honestly. Then we see Melancholy staring up at what looks to be like a crow angel. It's a little too zoomed in for me to tell, but I assume a fight between them breaks out after this. We see the word great, a picture burning of a knight next to a hatched egg. The word deceive, which literally just means lie, so like I don't know why they put it in there, but whatever. We then see the gang in prison, the word cement next to cement, And I'm going to be honest, I might go crazy if I go deeper into the lore looking for the significance of the word cement, so I'll save your time. We then cut to the screaming undead people in the underwater city, and title card. But wait, we're not done yet. The group is next to this giant fish thing with a huge eye. Maybe a pet, maybe some sort of guardian of the island. It's really impossible to tell, but this is definitely some sort of powerful figure. We also see what's probably a grandpa-looking guy, maybe Ken and Mud's father, standing next to them, and Melancholy is hugging some other pink creature that we got no clue of yet, though it kind of looks like an axolotl. Blood splatters across the picture and we get a release date. Oh, and neat detail at the end, we can see the map of the Gaslight District here, with some important locations being behind the logo of the creator, who is Part-Time Seagull. See, I have the map up in the background, and from what we can tell, there are 4 locations. Paradise Lost, which seems to be the central part of the city, likely where the meetings take place between the gang. It kind of looks like where we saw before, but I can't really tell because, you know, it's just a map. Then we have a Lockoutburg. I think that's what it's saying. It's kind of blurred out by the name, but that, from what I can tell, this is the, you know, the skull guys that we see in the beginning. So maybe this is where they reside. This is their part of the city. Emberwick, no idea what that is. Glimmer Grotto, again, no idea where this is, but this seems to be a more foresty area, so like less populated than the rest of the city. That's really all I can get from this, but hey, the map does look pretty cool. I'm glad they're giving us some world building. So, you know, it's pretty cool, man.
Help! Help!
And that's the whole trailer. Are you excited for this show? I was skeptical at first, but the animation is phenomenal, and after digging a little deeper into it, I can say I'm very excited. I can't wait until it drops in a few weeks, and I'll make sure to have a video on that. If you want to theorize about it with me and the rest of us, join the Discord, link in pinned comment. And, of course, if you enjoyed, make sure to like the video and subscribe, because I've got some cool stuff coming up, such as a Murder Drones timeline. Stay tuned for that. That's all I've got for this video, though. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one.